Psycho for me, one of the best anime of all time. Period. That is up there.
I don't know
with
if I can
me.
go all time, but I could definitely go. It's criminally underrated. I think it's criminally.
Oh
underrated.
no, because that's in the same realm as like Fooly Cooly or like anything else that has like done well with teenage angst.
Mm-hmm.
And this
and they
is
did really
like,
well.
Yes, they. If you ask me personally, I'm gonna say this: Mob Psycho did it better than Fooly Cooly.
I can't say that.
Because I think that's biased personally, but I think because we watched Fooly Cooly younger, it was the first thing that came about, whatever. But Mob Psycho, in terms of character development, arcs were phenomenal. Just seeing everything, art style was very unique. Not that Fooly Cooly wasn't either. We got the whole entire, like, we hit one check to the end of the checks, and it was like every bucket got checked. Is what I'm trying to say.
So let me push back on that really quick, because I don't. The only reason why I don't think it's biased, because I watched both of them, and even though yes, I watched Fooly Cooly at a younger age, I've watched Fooly Cooly a few times. And for me, the thing that Mob Psycho is a better anime than Fooly Cooly is. Fooly Cooly does teenage angst better, because Fooly Cooly doesn't. Mob Psycho, we just see Mob's perspective. We see everything that Mob goes through. We see maybe his brother for a little bit, when his brother was dealing with like kind of the ins and outs of what does he got to do. But as far as
you're disregarding that heavily, that's wild.
But listen, what I'm saying.
No, I hear what you're saying. I promise I'll let you finish. I promise. But that is a part of the teenage angst. They're both teenage brothers. He's trying to figure out the anxiety of how to be a big brother to his younger brother, who he cannot even understand.
See, I don't look at that as teenage angst. I look at that as almost
teenage angst.
I look at it as familiar angst. Family angst. I was trying to say.
He's also going through his own shit. That's teenage angst.
But I look at the thing that Fooly Cooly did that was very focused on just that, because we got it from the perspective of the main character, we got it from the perspective of old girl with the guitar, but then we got it from the classmates, we got it from, because like aliens and stuff weren't just popping out of dudes' head, they were popping out of other characters' heads. We saw the teenage angst of like dealing with, oh well, I like this girl but she don't like me. I think the writing around teenage angst was done better in Fooly Cooly than it was in Mob Psycho,
because it was a variety of like teenage angst
because teenage
everyone.
angst isn't just one thing. Teenage angst isn't just one sort of like, okay, this is the pocket we're putting everything in. I think the pocket that they put Mob in, as far as him figuring out himself and learning to love himself even without powers, I think they did a phenomenal job with that. But I think Fooly Cooly does it from the standpoint of other different perspectives, other different scenarios of people dealing with other different teenage angsty things, and actually executing it.
I didn't say that Mob Psycho did teenage angst better. I just said that it's in the realm of teenage angst, because that's what the story ultimately was about.
You said something was better. You said something about Mob Psycho was better.
No. I said teenage. I said it's in the same realm as Fooly Cooly, et cetera, in terms of teenage angst. However, I think Mob Psycho did, like, the story and everything surrounding teenage angst better. Yes, it was honed in on Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho, Jesus Christ, Mob. However, the actual story of Mob Psycho was better. There was better character development. There was better, like, overall, not just for Mob, but across the board.
It was a better anime.
Yes.
It was a better anime. But I don't think that one aspect of the anime, like Fooly Cooly is all teenage angst. That's all Fooly Cooly is.
1000%.
Mob Psycho.
That's the whole time. That's why it was so short, because teenage angst is so short.
It's other elements of it's teenage angst mixed with all the other stuff. Because I mean, like, you're not going to say that Reagan's arc was teenage angst, and Reagan had one of the best arcs of the series. Like, and I know that, because
that's what I'm saying. It's in the same. It's in the same realm of teenage angst, because that's what the story is about.
But Reagan's not having teenage angst as a grown man.
That's an arc, but it's still, Reagan's arc is still encompassed within the entirety of the show, which is teenage angst from Mob. There is no Reagan without Mob.
There is no Reagan without Mob. I disagree with that, because I think there is always going to be a Reagan. Because
there's no show. There's no show without.
Oh no,
him. That's
show
what I'm
without
saying.
Mob. Okay, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. There's no Reagan without Mob in this show.
Like, Reagan, so Reagan's a cockroach, bro. Reagan gonna figure it out.
For sure, 1000%. I'm not gonna do that to him. He ain't a cockroach.
He's a cockroach. No, he's a cockroach.
My boy,
he's a smart cockroach, but he's a cockroach.
He also learned a lot. He learned a lot. He had a lot of growth.
He learned how to be a better cockroach.
I disagree with that 1000%, because I think that was just the writer's way of providing a level of, I want to say, like, not slapstick, but like comedic relief.
Reagan's
character. Reagan provided so much to Mob. He provided much to Mob.
Absolutely.
So, anyways, yes, I agree that Fooly Cooly was honed in specifically on like teenage angst across the board. However, Mob Psycho, the entirety of the show is about teenage angst. Although it wasn't done exactly in the same way, and Fooly Cooly, every character provided that teenage angst. I understand. It did it more. But Mob Psycho in itself was a better anime, as we mentioned.
We definitely therefore I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna have to put up a poll on this one because I disagree.
But what's the poll? What's the poll? What is the poll that we're going off of? Because I agree with you. I agree with you that
which anime tackled teenage angst better? Mob Psycho or Fooly Cooly?
I'm gonna go Mob Psycho. Because guess what? There was a clear path for everything within Mob Psycho leading up to an end. And the end being a light at the tunnel, which most people within their teenage years, you don't see. You don't see that. When you're going through this shit, you don't see it.
Mob Psycho definitely came out at the other end of it. So yes,
Mob Psycho came out. Mob Psycho, I keep saying Mob Psycho. Not that what happened in Fooly Cooly, there wasn't a light at the end of the tunnel either. But Mob Psycho, it was fleshed out so well, where you can get these key moments and get these things and like just, bro, you had a nice 4-star meal when you watch Mob Psycho. When you watch Fooly Cooly, it was like, damn, this is the best buffet I've ever been to in my life.
I think that's selling Fooly Cooly a little short, but I see where you're coming from. But I do think that sells it a little short though, because I'll be honest with you, bro.
It was chaotic. It was nuts.
But that's teenage.
That's
angst.
how it is. I agree.